Alexa, alarm for 9. Never mind. Alexa, alarm for 7:58 a.m. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. Just woke up today. All right, let's get this all set up here. Good morning, B. Adam, SA Trader, DJ NYCEN. What's up, brother? Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Nasty NASDAQ CPI today. Was it CPI? What did we have today? Let's take a look at financial juice. All right. So what did we have? Oh, we had what is today? Oh no news today. I thought we had news today. For some reason we didn't. All right. So today. Oh no, yeah. Today we had NFP. I didn't even know that. Oh, today's NFP. Wow. Initial jobless claims, and then at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we have another red folder event, existing home sales. So we did have news. I guess that's that big candle right here. We had today's NFP day. I didn't even know that. All right, so hold on. Let me turn off. Let me turn off Tradesyncer. I will not be copy trading any sim funded or straight funded accounts. Only evals today. So we have NFP. That's my rule. NFP. I don't trade straight to funded or sim funded. So we had NFP at 8:30 a.m. initial jobless claims, and then at 10 a.m. Remember, these times are in Arizona time. I stream from Arizona. At 10 a.m., we have another red folder event, existing home sales. All right. Yep, red folder at 10 a.m. And we already had NFP at 8:30 a.m. today, along with unemployment info. So let's see. Non-farm payrolls forecast was a lot higher. Actual was a lot higher than the forecast. And I guess, all right, that's it. So we do have news at 10 a.m. Eastern. Market is rallying with all the AI stuff around NVIDIA. NVIDIA going crazy. All right, let's take a look at some options levels real quick. Let's bring the options levels in from Mentor. Okay, so potential resistance up here. We got a little bit of support down here. We are above HVL finally, so pricing should be smoothed out today, or not as volatile as it has been. However, it is NFP. Now let me turn off. I gotta turn off my Tradesyncer. Hold on, guys. My rule with NFP is don't trade straight to funded or don't straight sim funded accounts. So let me turn off and only trade evals today. We'll see how messy it gets today if because of NFP. If not, maybe I'll trade maybe one or two straight to funded later. But definitely not around the open. All right, good morning, guys. Let's do this. What do we got here? So current overnight high is at 263. for overnight high. Then we have, let's see, previous day high is all the way down at 988. So 300 points up on, what's it called? NVIDIA earnings. Overnight low currently at 954. Yesterday's close. Is this right now? It can't be right. Hold on. Where was yesterday's close? Yesterday was the 19th. Oh yeah, yesterday's close is all the way down at 725. Is that accurate? It is. Wow, we went up 500 points on NVIDIA. Crazy. During the after hours. All right, so long way down for the gap fill. All right, so we got 9 minutes for the open. We got potential resistance up here. We got a pivot point at 280. Should be interesting today. All right, let's turn off these levels for now. All right, let's see how it goes today. Maybe a little market correction first. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Market opens in 6 minutes. I just turned off because it's. I just realized we had NFP today, so because it's NFP, I will not be trading any straight to funded or sim funded accounts today. Only evals. That's my rule. I don't trade important accounts on NFP. Let's see if because of the shutdown, it's not as crazy today. Usually NFP comes with some high volatility. Cobop, I agree, man. Happy Thursday, and let's have a good trading session. Let's try to get it done. Not get chopped up. Should be a choppy day with NFP for sure. All right, let me add in. I'm using an Apex Master account today because my prop shop account was not providing the best data for the open. I'd freeze every morning. So we're going to try Apex today. So we got overnight high at 263 and a pivot point at 261. I'll leave it right there. We got pivot point and overnight high right there. R1 is all the way down at 991. That's around yesterday's high. So we got R1 at 992, previous day high at 988. So that should be a good area if we come back down to look at. I'm going to put those pivot points for now. Next pivot point is all the way up at 805. So let's leave that for now. All right, we got 3 minutes for the open. We got current overnight high right here at this pivot point, that blue line. Got a pivot point below us that coincides with yesterday's high around 990. NFP today, so it should be a volatile day. I have a rule on NFP. I don't trade sim funded or straight to funded accounts, so I will be trading evals today. Maybe practice some scalping, which didn't go too well yesterday on my first attempt. Second attempt went well, but the first attempt didn't go too well trying to scalp. All right, so today, no straight to funded, no sim funded accounts being traded. Today is NFP, and that is the one rule I stick to. I don't trade important accounts on NFP. Coop, appreciate you sending me that email, Coop. I read it last night. I really appreciate you taking the time to send that over. I took a look at it. So what can I say? Some silly things done yesterday on my initial attempt to scalp. All right, 2 minutes. Let's take a look at some of these options levels. I am monitoring some of these options levels. We are currently above HVL, which, as long as we stay above these HVL levels, volatility is a little less, but it's not like we're that much above. We're about 300 points. During most of the last week, we were below HVL, and we had that crazy volatility. We do have a gamma wall all the way up here, a potential resistance around this area, 260 to 320. You got 3 levels plus a gamma wall all the way up to 460. So I'm going to take my time and see how far they're going to push this up. In terms of support, well, that was your resistance. Let's take a look at support areas. 25,000. If we come back down, you got an area right here, BL9 and BL2. Potential support there as well. But I'm going to take my time and just watch price action for a little bit with NFP. Expect some volatility. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. Here we go. Market, casinos open, and this is my Apex also lagging, huh? Oh, man. I updated my Quant Tower, and even with an Apex connection, lagging. Kites kick. Let's go, guys. Happy Thursday. Let's try to keep it green. Be patient. My Quant Tower, as usual, lagging during the open. So hands off. Price is down to 198, 187, and I'm still showing 190. So not as bad as yesterday in terms of lag, but my Quant Tower is behind. So I'm going to stay. Okay, here we go. Now it's better. Now I'm back up. All right, maybe attempt a long here on that 200 SMA, potential support, but I'm going to wait for a little bit. Let me go hop on to the 1 minute for now. Oh, we did tap the 1 minute, 200 SMA on the 1 minute. Well, not really, but let's see what this market wants to do. Today we had NFP, so it's going to be choppy. It's going to be choppy. And again, my rule with NFP is I don't trade straight to funded or sim funded accounts, only evals today. All right, bringing in those options levels again. Let's see what this price wants to do. Let's bring in that 15-minute opening range. Okay, so we do have a 93 points for that 15-minute opening range so far. We'll let this calm down a little bit. We are above HVL. Like I said, we're about 300 points, so it shouldn't be as crazy as it has been. So far, it's a 93-point 15-minute opening range. Let's see what they're going to do. So this area, potential support area here for some longs. I'm watching that 120 area. But NFP, it's going to be choppy. Staying out for now. So I'm watching this area for potential support, if they're going to bring it all the way down. Otherwise, they may flush all the way down to that pivot point down at 990. Blue lines are your pivot points. All right, looking at this area right here. Are they going to reverse the entire NVIDIA move up? That'd be interesting. Mr. Ibrahim, good morning, sir. All right, 15-minute opening range is still 97 points. We do have news, guys. Remember, we have news at 10 a.m. So we had NFP earlier. Let's take a look at the news. We had NFP, initial jobless claims, unemployment rate, 3 red folders events, and we have news at 10 a.m., existing home sales. That's also a red folder event, so I'm going to be on cruise control for a little bit. Calm down, and let's see what happens with this range that we're currently rubber banding in. So current range right now. Right there. Let's see what happens with that little box. With NFP, careful, guys. It's going to be volatile. Kites kick sitting on these paper hands. Yeah, same here, man. I'm just gonna relax today. See if I can wait for a little bit. Find a setup. So we have this pivot point up here. We have overnight high around 260. Potential resistance area, right? We have a wall right above us on the options chain. Let's see if they have the strength to push above these levels. There's some strong resistance up here and some support down here. So let's see which side wins. We do have news at 10 a.m. So and it is a red folder event. All right, price action rubber banding in that little box. Not in the mood to long lows and short highs right now, so I'll wait. No trades, no. Ibrahim, this is a brand new Apex account. I'm using it for what's it called? For data. I did kill it last night during Asia with that gold move to the downside. I had a little similar scenario. Hold on, let's take a look at the news real quick. What time? So we have news at 10 a.m. Is there anything in between? No. Okay. So, for the consistency, I haven't checked the house account, Ibrahim. I did have a killer night last night on gold. I just I was like Preddy. I held two minis, and I had to go pick up my daughter, and I just left it. I was like, it's not going to go too much high or low. Well, it ended up flushing like 70 points. So I did walk out on my other accounts about 5K in the green. But today, because I'm having issues with prop shop on rhythmic data during the open, I'm going to be trading in Apex as the master. And the chat account is available. Chat account is up 162,000. Well, up 12,000. That was a 150K. I haven't figured out yet the consistency rule. While we're waiting for Price to figure out what he wants to do in this box, I don't really feel like shorting those highs and longing those lows in that box. I'll wait for the break. Let's see. Legends Trading. And remember, we have news at 10 a.m. Ibrahim, it doesn't tell me actually. So I'm looking at this is the Legends Trader account. This is the house account. Currently up 12K. Started off with negative 14, then we had $3,800, $9,700 yesterday. But it doesn't tell me the consistency or how much it needs to win. But it is a 30% consistency rule, so I'm sure it's got ways to go. All right, hanging out here, waiting for this box to resolve itself. We got a little. All right, looks like price wants to break out. Let's see if they're going to push out today. $15-minute opening range is still 97 points. We have news at 10 a.m. and I'm chilling out today. Had a nice Asia session last night. And with NFP, I will not be trading any important or sim funded or straight to funded accounts today. Kites kick, yeah. I mean, until this whole box resolve itself, if you guys, I mean, usually I play the rubber bands, but I'm just not feeling it today. You short the top, long the bottom until it breaks. And if you're unlucky and you try to long the bottom when it breaks to the downside, you got to get out quick, or vice versa. If you short that top and it breaks out, you got to get out quick. But these little rubber bands, you could be done your whole day of trading just playing rubber bands. But today, I think I'm still asleep. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see what this market wants to do today. All right, here they come down. They're breaking. They're breaking. Did a trap to the downside, and they rip it right back up. They just tapped the 200 SMA. We talked about a little bit of support area down here. Mr. Ibrahim, you're watching NVIDIA. Good. All right, so it looks like they're still playing rubber bands. Long those bottoms, short the top. Get out quick. That was a VWAP touch and also the 200 SMA. So let's see if this is finally the bounce to break out of that or further downside. We got this pivot point, the blue line right here. It's a pivot point. You got an overnight high there as well. But it's looking like they want to flush. Ibrahim took a small buy, playing the rubber band. Nice. Get out quick at the top, brother. I'd play 3/4 of the way. Unless you're playing the breakout all the way up. All right, that was that VWAP touch. Looks like that was the bounce it needed to break out of that little range that they were in. Now it's going for 2 minutes for the 15-minute opening range. Out $100. Nicely done, Ibrahim. And still rubber banding. All right, so 15-minute opening range is about to get established in about 30 seconds. That candle close. Looking like a doji for now. $30 points, nice. I think if I wanted to play the rubber band, I should have done it earlier. At this part of the game, I'm leaving that rubber band alone. When you get chopped up trying to play it too late in the game. All right, there's your 15-minute opening range, about 100 points. I may play either way, upside or downside, and hopefully not get trapped. All right, maybe we'll do this. We'll attempt a 15-minute opening range breakout. Whatever direction it chooses. We got news at 10 a.m. Never mind. It's still rubber banding in there. I'm going to kill it. Looks like it's going to be a break to the upside. Might have to wait till 10 a.m. news. All right, let me take a look at the chat. I think I've missed a couple people. Julian, what's up? Good morning, sir. Kobop, I think I said hi. Good morning. Yes, sir. Peter Chan's in the house. Still rubber banding. You got your 50-minute opening range high at 249, the low at 145. Let's see if they're going to trap people on this push up. A little resistant to play the break to the upside. Opportunity awaits. Good morning, sir. All right, here they go. They're going for that break of the 15-minute opening range. I don't know if I got the cojones to do that one, although it looks like they're going. Looks like they're going for the 15-minute opening range. There you go. Just don't want to get trapped up there with this chop. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Too choppy. There you go. They broke out. 15-minute opening range breakout to the upside. Now about 50, 60 points and bringing it back down. Yeah, I didn't trust that breakout. Maybe the second attempt I'll trust it. Now, if they bring it all the way back down, I'll definitely take the flush. But let's see what happens up here. That's that pivot point touch right there. If they bring this all the way down, Ibrahim, the time I go small, it works. Yeah, today it's just choppy. That 15-minute opening range breakout was what? 15 points? But they brought it right back down. I think I'm going to have to wait till 10 a.m. news. All right, now if they bring this down with strength, I'll take the short for the bottom opening range breakout. But they got to flush hard. In other words, big trap for longs up there. All right, I'm going to set this up again. Maybe we'll try the break down here. If it's a big trap, this could be a juicy play to the downside, or it'll trap me on a short. One of the two. Ooh, good, right back up. See, I don't know if I want to take the second attempt. That could be the breakout. That could be the juicy breakout. But just too choppy. Peter Chan had broke the 4-hour level at 64.75 before. Yeah, that's that blue line, which is the pivot point. It did what it needs to do, is take a pullback on that touch of the pivot point, but let's see if they're going to break out to the upside. Kites kick, quick short, 5MNQ, scalping it, nice. Yeah, we might have to wait for 10 a.m. news. Not looking good. These last 15-minute candles are nasty. I'm still thinking there's a move about to happen, but looks like to the upside. Kobob, I was in at 41.1 on gold last night and went to break even, and it pulled back perfectly and stopped me. Yeah, I took I had 2 minis on gold last night short. Pretty much caught the top, and gold flushed almost 70 points or 70 points very quickly, and I had some nice green because I left my trade on. I didn't think it was going to flush 70 points. I was looking for 10. And when I came back and looked, gold had just flushed. All right, Mr. Ibrahim going for a buy for the 15-minute opening range breakout for the second breakout. I'm watching for that second breakout. I may even wait for the breakout and a retest if they're going to go high. Right? They'll break out, they'll come back, test the breakout area, and then push up. But because of the chop, I'm going to wait for a stronger direction, man. This is just chop. It's NFP. That's why I don't trade. Like I said, today I'm not trading any straight to funded or any sim funded accounts. NFP, that's my rule. I'm not breaking that one. But I am trading some evals, see if we get some action going on them. Ibrahim, this was your pullback, but your rule is no trades inside the ORB. So you're waiting now for the breakout? Yeah, I'll wait for the breakout. I'd like to hop on a retest, though. And we're so close to the news that I'm not going to do that to myself. I'll wait for 10 a.m. at this point. RM Trades, what's up, brother? All right, are they trapping up here? Are they trapping out these orb players up here and then a big flush to the downside? What's up, RM Trades? We're going to have RM Trades, by the way, as a guest tonight. For those of you that trade the Asia session, RM Trades will be guesting tonight. I think he's got some cool things to talk about. And his MACDicator indicator that he wrote. So if you guys trade Asia, hop on tonight. Should be a good session for you guys. All right, so that 15-minute opening range, they are tempting it. Are they trapping here or building the push up? Kites Kick. That stream starts around 9:45 p.m. Eastern. So figure around 10 p.m. Eastern. All right, we're right at the cusp of that 15-minute opening range breakout, and looks like they're breaking out now. They're trying to push above that pivot point, which is the blue line. News in 5 minutes, so I'm going to be hands off until news and see what this market wants to do. I do have a short entry at the bottom of this 15-minute opening range if they decide to pull it back. Master Trader, good morning, sir. But looks like they're breaking out to the upside. Ibrahim, did you take that breakout? 10 points to TP. All right, nicely done. Four minutes for the news. Oh, man. Feeling it today. Feeling it today. All right, let me remove this order now. And we got news in 3 minutes. So we have red folder event, existing home sales in about 3 minutes. Also a red folder. Yeah, it's going to be choppy, man. Today's going to be see profit, take profit. Every move is going to be tested and retested. All right, here comes the test of the breakout area. If they hold that, then I guess they're moving up. They just Alexa, stop. All right, that's my alarm. News in 2 minutes. Yeah, today, Ibrahim, with NFP, it's one of those days. That's why I don't trade straight to funded or sim funded accounts on NFP. Every move is tested, retested, pushed up, pushed back down. It's just a choppy mess. It's see profit, take profit, honestly. All right, 2 minutes for the news. Unsolved Mysteries Jam is rocking. Yeah, I don't get to hear the background music. That's all YouTube royalty-free tracks, but I don't get to hear it. That plays in the background. So hopefully it's not too bad. All right, news in 1 minute. Red folder event. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I'm looking for a pullback RM trades. I've been short biased all morning, but it's not giving it. It's not giving it. They can come back down hard and break this level right here, that 160 area. We're going downtown. But who knows? Maybe NVIDIA will hold. All right, 5 seconds. 5 seconds for the news. 3, 2, 1. Oh, they're pushing it all up. Coming into a little bit of resistance area here, that 320, 340 area potentially. Let's see what happens up. And news is not too crazy. Did push it up a little bit. 287. 20 points on that news drop. All right, let's bring in the 9:30 to 10 a.m. 30-minute candle. Let's get rid of the 15-minute opening range. All right, so that's, it's about to break right now. So that's your 9:30 to 10 a.m. candle. Christopher Zazak, what's up, brother? All right, no break on that candle. So let's see if they're finally going to bring this back down like I've been waiting for. All right, they're testing this pivot point. So if they can't flush the pivot point and the pivot point becomes support, then I get it. They're going to be pushing up today. Let's see if they hold or otherwise coming back downtown. If they start bringing this up, I'll try to play this 30-minute candle break to the upside. And hopefully not get trapped. If they come back down, then I'm looking for the break down here. All right, here we go. Let's see if we don't get trapped. Trying to long the high. All right, here we go. 30-minute opening range breakout. Let's see. See if they can break out with strength. Come on, push. All right, I need you to push on that break, though. Come on, push. Like, doesn't want to do it. All right, coming back down. Coming back to test that pivot point, and let's see if now we finally get this pullback and potentially a break down here. But as long as that pivot point holds, it's not. All right, so those three neon green bars, that's your 30-minute, that's your 9:30 to 10 a.m. candle, high and low. They were not able to break the high of that 30-minute candle, so now we're looking for the break to the downside. This is what I've been waiting for, which was these rubber bands here, the break out of these rubber bands, and I'll watch for a short. The only problem is it's so damn choppy. They can trap down there too. They just trapped longs up there who held that 15-minute opening range breakout longer than they should have. And now they're flushing them out. If they can get back into the rubber bands that we were watching earlier, this rubber band and break this, then we're going downtown, boys. Which was what I've been waiting for. They've been short buys, but just haven't pulled the trigger. All right, so let's get rid of that one. Now, if they can hold that consolidation zone that we were chopping in at the beginning and bounce it, ooh, they didn't bounce it. Nasty price action today. NQ doing the dirty. This is why I don't trade. Like I said, today I'm not trading any straight to funded or any sim funded. That's my rule. NFP, I don't mess with NQ on important accounts. But I will try. I will try to trade some evals today, but just can't find. Just can't get myself to pull the trigger on this chop. All right, here we go. I'm going to short down here. This is Peter Chan's move right here. 146, the break of this low. That's their 30-minute break now to the downside. We're going to attempt that one. If it traps upstairs, then forget it. NQ is just trappy today. You're going to have to long lows and short highs. It's pretty much. But hopefully we get a directional move now to the downside here. Freddie, you know what happened to me? I shorted gold. I had 2 minis. I caught the top. I wasn't expecting a 70-point drop. And my daughter called me, so I got distracted. And when I looked at it, I was like 60 points in a short, in the green. I was like, I just pulled off the Freddie move last night when you longed NQ and forgot about it. I completely forgot about that trade and ended up being in the green. I killed it last night with gold on my Gladiator account or accounts and some evals. But that was a sick move. I don't know who was trading gold, but that was a sick move last night for 70 points on a short. And it happened quick. I haven't seen gold move like that in a long time. Now, I'm being fair. I was only going for like 10 or 12 points. And I got distracted. Similar to what happened yesterday. And caught like 60 points on that pullback. But it was fast. It just reminds you, sometimes you just got to leave your trade and forget about it, not have all eyes on it. That's when you start closing way too early. Yesterday was a good example with Preddies. We all forgot about that long. I forgot about the long that he put on NQ, and he ends up catching 250 points on the house account yesterday. All right, NQ. I don't know what NQ's doing today. Christopher Zazek. I agree. I've been short biased since I started this stream today. I'm looking for a move down, but I'll wait for the break down there of that 30-minute candle. Let's see if we can get some strength. The only problem is price action right now is very snappy. If it makes 20 points down, it's going to test it 15, 20 points back up. So it's testing every single move to the upside and the downside, which is what I don't like. So you either play the hold or you play see profit, take profit, and get out. So we were talking about the 30-minute breakout up here. That didn't really happen. Now let's see if it happens down here. Or they could do it dirty. They can come down here, fill everybody up on that short, and then trap them and bring it right back up. I'll take the risk on the short on the break. We'll see. Peter Chan saying take 5 to 6 points. Yeah, that's the problem. It's going to pull back. So you got to take only a couple points. I agree with you. I'm hoping that this is going to be a flush, but we'll see. Sparta, good morning, sir. Kobop. Yeah, overall trend, Kobop, if you look at this regression channel, although we're taking a pullback, the trend is still to the upside. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. 5-minute regression channel is a little flatter on the flat side, but technically still to the upside. So let's see. We're back in the rubber band zone from the open. We were rubber banding there for a while, and let's see. So far, I'm just not seeing any setup, man, other than see profit, take profit scalps. Peter Chan, yeah, that's the problem today. Even if I take this little break of that 30-minute on the downside, look at the price. It's testing everything. So it'll come down, fill me, and then come back up 20 points, and then you run the risk pulling all the way up. So it's going to be, I'll see how the price starts moving down there. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it alone. Mr. Ibrahim, oh, you're still holding that long? You need to get it back to the top of the ORB? Yeah, it's like I said, NFP, you're going to have a lot of this barcoding. That's why, again, today I'm not trading any straight-to-funded or any sim-funded accounts. That's my rule. NFP, that's the one rule I'm actually pretty disciplined about it. I don't trade important accounts on NFP days. But let's see if we get a break. I'll attempt and hopefully not get trapped down there on that break. Every little flush is being tested, so I could see how they come down hard and then bring it back up 20 points, and then I got to decide, stay in the short or get out. Peter Chan's going 5 cons for 5 points. Woo! All right, here they come. I get activated at 145. Are they going to do it? Look at that. They tested the bottom and pulled it right back up. So that's the only thing I'm worried about this break is they'll do exactly what just happened here. They'll fill me here and then pull it back up quickly. Trappy as hell today. All right, here they come down. As long as you're able to play the next leg down, then you're good. Nico, what up, brother? Nico, I'm flat, man. It's crazy price action here, man. All right, let's see if NQ can behave and give us a flush, a clean flush on NFP. Otherwise, I'll get trapped or have to take a pullback for like 20 points. Ugh. Mr. Ibrahim, that cooked you like grilled chicken. BR77, what's up? All right, here they come. Let's see if they can make this a clean one without trapping me. I'm in at 145.75 short. Peter Chan's 145.5 short, playing the 30-minute, the 9:30 to 10 a.m. 30-minute candle break to the downside. See, that's the problem. It taps and it brings it right back up. Ugh. It's going to be a trappy play at best. But all right, so it came down to our little rubber band zone and literally tapped the low here and brought it right back up. That's trappy as hell. Now, if they bring this all the way back up here and continue, I'm calling it a day. I don't want to mess with NQ today. That's just asking for trouble. And it looks like they're about to do that. Ibrahim, you might get lucky here, brother. You might get your move all the way back up to the 15-minute opening range. Wow. Yeah, Preddy, I'm not trading this. Looks like today. So why don't we trade the house account? So you want to take a short gold market 2 minis? Okay, so market 2 minis shorts on the house account right now, right? All right, so let's take a look at the chat account. We're in two minis on the house account, courtesy of Mr. Preddy. 2 minis, stop loss 6 points. So you're 8. I gave you a little extra 2 ticks on a. What's your TP? So you are shorting the breakout area, the top of that breakout area. In other words, you're saying this is final resistance. Price goes back down. Bulls want to break out again. So let's see what happens. And what's your TP, Preddy? Or just riding it for now? That could be a juicy play if they break to the downside. The only problem is it looks like bulls want to break out of that again. All right, there you go. You got some nice green already. All right, NQ just tapped the low of the rubber band zone that we were watching, and now let's take a look at NQ. Is this finally the flush down that we've been waiting for? Ooh, gold going downtown. Nice play there, Preddy. Can you do 6.1K TP profit? We can leave it. The only thing you got to be careful, Preddy, is the drawdown, right? If you're in the green 3,000 and then it comes back on you, you blow the account. That's all. That's the problem with intraday trailing drawdown. Maybe go for 2K on this play if it does. I mean, you can probably target that 82 area, 200 SMA down there. So maybe target 2K on this trade. That way we don't get stuck taking a pullback on it. You're at 1,000 right now. Mr. Ibrahim. All right, trailing it. Yeah, let's trail it right above the 20. Here we go. I'll give you that last wick. All right, NQ just doing back to rubber band mode. Not doing anything. And we're going to have another 30-minute candle close in 8 minutes. We'll see what that brings us. All right, gold. Come on, continue to flush. Wait, where do you want your stop? Freddie, where do you want your stop right now? Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get a chance to move it. Sorry. I read your message a little later. Sorry about that. All right, NQ. NQ. I don't know what to do with NQ. NQ is just in a big box. Just chop it up and down. Yeah, that was a big boner candle there. So at least we got some green there on Goldilocks. Ibrahim, yeah, you're welcome to take a trade on the house account. Gold chopping too. All right, here comes NQ now, looking for, again, I guess a break above the high of that 30-minute candle. Wow. 494 re-entry, stop loss 6 points. 494 with 2 minis. And you're giving yourself 6 points, so you're going 1,000. All right. So you just got entered 494 on a short. You got to stop at 100, and let's see if it comes back down. You're playing this wall right here. As long as that wall holds, you're good on that short. Oh, sorry, Ibrahim. I got caught up trying to get excited on the break to the downside here on NQ, and NQ just pushed right back up. All right, NQ back up, still playing this regression channel to the upside, so trend is still to the upside. Freddie, I can't do an auto trail on gold only because Tradeify doesn't have the best auto trail. Nico, NQ could be retesting the last resistance broken. Yeah, I'm waiting for the flush. I'm still waiting for that, although NQ Goldilocks could be breaking out now. They've been trying to push above this 94, 95 area for some time now. Let's see if they pushed up, came back, retested, and now pushing up. Peter Chan's long in at 300 for 5 points. Is that the new 30-minute candle? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it wants to break out. I'm going to try, if we get back here to this area, I might attempt a long and assume that we're going to the upside now. Bruno, let's take a look at that gold trade. The house account is in a gold short, but it is about to get stopped out. But it ain't over till it's over. All right, I'm going to try a long on NQ pretty soon. I think I just missed my 9 EMA entry, but I'm going to hop on a long now. And let's see if this is the breakout to the upside. Come on. I'll be flexible on this stop, probably the bottom of this channel. They really want to retest that channel again, the bottom. If I start seeing it break down here, then I'll have to close for about 30-point stop there. I missed the entry here on the 9 EMA, but let's see if we can catch some momentum to the upside. You're trying to break out of this pivot point. That blue line is your pivot point. If they can break out of that pivot point, we might get a nice play if NQ can give us a little bit of continuation here. Ugh, just so choppy, man. Give us a little bit of continuation here. And we'll see what happens at the top of this range, if they're really going to break it out or they're just going to trap everybody up here and bring it right back down. So I may close up here just because of the chop. Come on. Chat account gold is that short's in the green right now. All right, here we go. Can we get this breakout? Come on. Just retest and retest everything today. All right, let's see if we can get a little push here. Come on, give us a little more. Give us the breakout. Come on. All right, let's watch gold on the house account so I can get my eyes off on that trade and just let it breathe. Gold is in the green. Ready? Let me know how you want to manage that trade, Preddy. Break even on 87. Huh? Break even on 87? You're in the green, brother. All right, you want to close it there for how much? You're $1,700 in the green. You've brought the account up 2,400. You want to close there or keep going? Close half. All right. Trail that red up wick. All right. And NASDAQ doing its thing, chopping back and forth, not giving this break. Wow. Let me know when you want to trade, Preddy. Close this. You're taking a nice trade here. Whew. Ready with the mega short here. All right, NQ's is pushing finally. Let's see if we can get this break that we've been waiting for. How's my NQ trade? I'm not liking that it tops here. If I take another pullback on this, I'm probably gonna have to close. This should have broken out by now. Let's go. There we go. Here's the 30-minute breakout. Let's see if they can do this a nice clean breakout to the upside. Or scatter our hopes and dreams here. Just can't do it clean. Freaking. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Break out. Break out. Don't pull it back. You pull it back, I'll kill NQ today. Don't pull it back. Don't pull it back. Don't be that. Oh, yeah. You just can't do it clean, can you? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I'm out. Out. All right. How much did we get on that one? 45 points. All right. I'll take it. Oh, look. Okay, so 940 bucks on that trade. Let's take a look at the house account. Here we go. Freddie, what do you want to do? All right, let's trail it. Let's trail it to the last one here, right there. All right, so house account, 3K in the green. I got a nice little trade here on NQ. Now let's wait for a pullback, potentially to test the breakout area, and I'll hop on another long. Nice trade, Preddy. Two trades back to back, two shorts, right? You got the first one, stopped you out. You re-entered again, and you got two TPs there. Nice trade, $3,000 in the green. All right, let's see NQ and my cover. Oh, look at my cover, golden cover up there, taking it back. All right, let's wait for that pullback. We know they're gonna pull it back, but at this point, I think we're in breakout mode. Let's see where we can hop on another long. Mr. Ibrahim, yeah, that was too much holding, man. Are you kidding me? The back and forth. All right, let's see what they do now. We are in an ascending channel, so we're above VWAP. Price is, the trend is up. So now looking for longs, but I'd love a pullback down here, and I'll hop on another long. Let's see. Good cover there, Preddy. Look what happened to Goldilocks. Goldilocks is running. Use this area here. So nice cover, nice trade. I'm watching NQ for potential other second long. Let's see. Peter Chan took 5 points with 2 cons. Yeah, once I started looking at those Heikinashi candles, I was like, so I also monitor Heikinashi thanks to Peter Chan. This was the 5-minute. Once I started seeing this, I was like, you know what? Maybe we will get it. And that's when I hopped on that long earlier than the 30-minute breakout. I think I caught 45 points on that one. How much did I catch? 255 to 300. Yeah, about 45 points. All right, let me close this entry. And NQ, like I said, NFP, you can't overstay your welcome on NFP. They're going to retest everything. They're going to bring back everything. So they're retesting the breakout, right? The breakout is this blue line, the pivot point. I front ran the pivot point. That's your blue line right there. And I was playing the breakout of that pivot point. 30-minute range, which is Peter Chan's play up here. That played out too. He got his 6 points up here. So there's different ways of playing that breakout based on that pivot point. Or you could go with the safe one, the 30-minute opening range. That was cleaned for 6 points right there. No, more than that. Close to 10 points on that breakout right there. They're definitely pulling it back, so let's see what they're doing. We know that they're respecting the 9 and the 20 EMA, so potential retest of this pivot point. But I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Everything is being tested and retested today. There is no continuation. So don't overstay your welcome on those. Or trade minis and just ride all this. Ride all the back and forth. Beryllium Jesse, what's up, brothers? Good morning, sir, and I agree. Smash that like. If you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like. Smash that subscribe button. We do this, or I do this every morning with you guys. 9:15 a.m. Eastern for the New York session, or for Asia, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. But this is the only reason I don't trade straight to funded or sim funded accounts on NFP. It's the back and forth. I can't deal with that nonsense. It's too much risk for important accounts. Jesse, good to see you, brother. I saw your text last night. Last night I knocked out, man. I was trading gold during Globex open and caught by accident a 60, 70 point short. I was like, I'm done. Took a nap and woke up this morning. A nap turned into just knocked out. I was like, let me take a nap and I'll wake up for the Asia stream. And that was it. Yeah, similar to what happened with the house account yesterday. Freddie took a trade on the house account yesterday, and it was one mini long, literally at the bottom of before the open. And we all forgot about it. I got into trading mode. Everybody forgot about it. And then I go and look at the house account, and it was up 250 points on one mini during the New York Open. So yesterday, the house account caught a $5,000 trade. Let's take a look at it. Ended the day at 9K yesterday, 3K the day before, and today it looks like it's going to close at 3K. Freddie killing it on the house account. Mr. Ibrahim, you want to do an MNQ? All right, what do you want to do? Hold on, let me pull up the Mr. Ibrahim, buy one MNQ micro. Where? Do you want me to market buy right now? You want me to market buy right now, Ibrahim? Okay, so let's market buy, and you're doing a 50-point stop on that. So 44. Oh, shoot, I bought 3 minis. Sorry. All right, I'll sell them when they're in the green. Hold on. Come on. All right, I'm going to sell those extra minis right now. That way you have one mini, okay? And you're giving yourself 50 points stop and a 50-point TP. So 44. All right, and you're going for 50 points, so that is, my math is not the best. 420. There you go. All right. Kobob, of course, brother. You could also post it in the Discord if you want. You can share the trade for sure. All right, look at the cover on NQ. NQ flushing right back down. However, if you look at the price action, though, it's playing a nasty channel, but it isn't. Obviously, there's the regression channel right there, but look at the channel that is playing out. It's just you got to be able to absorb those back and forth and continue to ride it. So micros is the way to go. I would not have the patience with a mini, taking that much drawdown each time, but the channel is playing out. Freddie wants to short gold. I think you did well, my friend, with your gold short. I think leave it alone. 2 back-to-back shorts. Walk out. Walk out. All right, house account is in a long right now with a stop, 50-point stop and a 50-point TP, but I think I have the TP wrong. Here you go, 440. There you go. I can't math today. How about that? 294. All right, and 294. 344. Why does that look wrong? What am I doing wrong here? 294, 344. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Scale. All right, and 244. Oh, you would have been stopped out right now, Ibrahim. Let's close your trade right now, actually. Hold on. I'm going to close your trade. Took a little paper cut there with a 1 micro. All right, tide has changed. I think Coop called the tide has changed. Let's go. Let's take a look at. All right, so the chat account stopped out. I'm closing that trade. Little paper cut there with a micro. And let's go back to NQ. Tide has changed indeed. Trapped everybody up here. Now I'm glad I covered up there. And NQ doing what it loves to do on NFP. Chop. Chop with wide swings. Cobop, there should be a chat where, what is it, charts, P&L. I forgot what I have in the Discord. But feel free to share the link here or the Discord. No problem, brother. You're helping the community, so. All right, you can post it in charts or daily profit losses, either one. All right, NQ rejecting the pivot point twice. So this blue line is a pivot point, right? We had a look above and fail. We came back up, look above and fail. So that's failure at that pivot point now. Now let's see what happens down here. But I think I'm good. I think I'm going to call it a day in terms of trades. Let's see what happens if they really come back again to that. I call it the rubber band zone from the open. This could be the play we've been waiting for. But man, is it trappy. Cobop, you're only seeing rules and prop firm discounts. Maybe open up text channels. There should be something that says text channels, and you should be able to open it up. It sounds like you just need to open up that folder or whatever it's called. Freddie doesn't want to give up. He wants to take another short 40.89 entry on the chat account, guys. Freddie's on fire today. 40, oh, Goldilocks. You want to do, how many minis? One mini? $40.89 long or short gold, Freddie? Ooh, NQ giving a disastrous move to the downside. Too many. What are you doing, long or short? 40.89 short gold, got it. 40.89 short gold, and your stop loss 6 points. 89 right there. I think I know how to add. Hopefully I know how to add. There we go. All right, so Preddy going for a short entry, playing again the rejection of this support area that became resistance now. All right, let's see what NQ is doing. NQ is doing dirty today. 100 points up, 200 points up, 200 points down. Don't overstay your welcome. Gold, you're right. NQ and gold are playing kind of that inverse reaction today. I'm just not trusting NQ with all this barcoding. You look at those 15-minute candles. Oof, ugly. All right, NQ I think I'm going to stay away from. I'm going to look at gold actually now for some trades on Goldilocks. Let's bring in gold. Gold is just too messy. I'm sorry, NQ is just too dirty today. I'm not going to push my luck. Took a nice trade there. All right, let's take a look at Goldilocks. What are you looking at here? So Freddie wants to short 40.89. Right at that HVL level. So far, we've only had a look above and fail above that. We had this wall up here at 4,100. Gold also in an ascending channel, technically. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Five-minute is descending. What about the 15-minute? Okay, flat. All right, Goldilocks. Goldilocks coming down. Goldilocks is chopping too. Look at his barcoding on both NQ and gold today. Ain't pretty either one you look at. Oh, NQ now coming down for this break to the downside. Oh, so tempting. But here's where I'm going to call it. I was tempted to long here. So I told myself, all right, make a mental note that you wanted a long support here for the bounce. I didn't take it because I was like, I don't trust NQ. But now that this thing flushed, even though my thought process was long in here, forget it. I think so. Gold took off without you, bud. I think it's done. Let that one go. All right, NQ about to give us finally the 30-minute opening range breakout to the downside, but I'm leaving that one alone. Plus, that's the wrong candle anyways. Let's take a look at the most recent one. The most recent one would be 10:30 to 11 a.m. So this is 10 to 10:30. What about this one? Here we go. I believe this is the 10:30 to 11. Yep, 10:30 to 11 candle right there. And let's leave the other one just in case. All right, there we go. Gold, NQ, look at that chop, man. Came back down to the rubber band zone, and I mean, you can't guess these things. This is crazy. That's my sign. Get out. Took a nice little banger trade. Minimal drawdown, 45 points. This is when I say walk out. Kobob, let's see if I can help you out. Hold on. Let me switch to the chat account, and let me bring up Discord on my PC here. See if I can help you out, brother. That'll keep me off the charts and out of trades. With NQ, what it's doing today, I ain't messing with it. NQ is about to break 30-minute, the last 30-minute range right now. Oh, as much as I want to take that short, I think I'm leaving it alone. It's chopping way too nasty today. I'll take my one and done trade. All right, let's see if I can pull up this Discord here for you guys. There we go. Oh, Ibrahim with the pictures. There you go. All right, so here we go. Let's bring in the Discord here. What the hell happened to gold? Gold just died. Oh, pretty. Look at that short. All right, so here's the Discord. And Kobop, what you want to do, you got main lobby, you got charts, and day profit losses here. I would go into either one of those two. Nice setup there, Mr. Ibrahim. Look at Ibrahim's setup right there. Look at you. Appreciate you, man. Nice one. All right. Oh, NQ just gave us the break that we were looking for, and I missed it. Ah, you mother flower, you. That's 30 points. All right. That's my sign. Get out. There's the break that we were looking for. Who would have thought NQ would come all back down and break that 30-minute range? Crazy. Wow. Gold tanking, NQ tanking, everything's going downhill. The world's about to end. All right, let's close this short entry here, Freddie. Man. What the hell happened? Did we get news on NQ? Nico, you got that one? Nice. Yeah, this was the break. I got caught with the Discord. That was the break we were watching for since this morning. Oh, well. Gotta let that one go. Who would have thought NQ, after it broke here, would have come back down 1, 2, 3, little M pattern there, and finally break to the downside. Nasty. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not gonna try to play a bounce right now. Nico, you got it. Nice. I talked about that break for some time, and then I got caught with Discord and forgot about it. So Beryllium, Jesse telling us that NQ is taking. I'm sorry, Nvidia is tanking right now. So I guess we're gonna give back the entire Nvidia move. Buy the rumors, sell the news type as usual. Yeah, that was a bummer. This is Peter Chan's 30-minute opening range breakout right there, and it played out. So we do have the next 30-minute candle, this breakout down here. I don't know if I'm going to do it with this chop. But this green line, you guys remember at the early stream, I actually had a short entry there, and that was the break. All right, we caught the one on the top. No big deal. Gonna let it go. All right, guys. I think that's it. Or maybe I'll hang out for a little bit and just give it all back as usual. Just give it all back. Take another trade and give it all back. Nah, I'm walking out. All right, guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't done so, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for New York, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. I'll be on tonight. Tonight we have RM Trades as a guest on the Asia session. RM Trades has, I think he's got some good stuff for you guys that brings value in terms of his MACD and his indicator that he's built. You saw him take some trades on the house account a couple nights ago. I think he was 2 out of 3 green, 1 break-even stop. So if you guys want to listen to RM Trades tonight during Asia, he'll be on. And I actually played around with that indicator last night and caught 2 green trades. My third was a stop, break-even stop, but pretty cool. So different tools for you guys, different ideas. So tune in tonight. Look at NQ. Look at that break. The clean break we were looking for finally gives it. And now I'm just watching it. I'm letting that one go. Cobop. All right. Good stuff. Cobop, have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Let me go over the list. Beryllium, Jesse, Mr. Jesse, have a good one. Mr. Ibrahim, Nico, appreciate your nice catch, man. This break. Who else is here? Preddy, Christopher Zazek, Coop. I think I got everybody. I think I did. Opportunity awaits. And look at that clean break. After all that chop, cleanest break ever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right, guys. Laters.